What kind of job are you looking for?
You know what? I have a couple of things. I'm talking with some people who can like use my podcasting knowledge. I really I would love to figure out a way to help podcasters interact with sponsors better. I The thing that I was always frustrating at the beginning of podcasting was everyone had the same Hulu Plus, Blue Apron, and they're great companies, and it's great that they believe in the medium, but it's really I feel like it still has a long way to go because like to get and I know that they tip in their toe a little bit, but to get Coca-Cola in there, to really like one of the coolest things that I got to do, and it was very small. I just did the introduction, you closed the deal. But Tushy was just I was like, you kept talking about bidets. And I was like, let me look for bidets. And I found them and I wrote them an email, and then you guys figured everything out, and they're a great company to work with. But I think what podcasting offers that people don't really understand is it's not just an ad people fast forward through, hopefully, or are missing anymore. Is if the when the host or the podcast has a real connection, it's like why Ari doesn't have Expedia as a sponsor, like stuff like that, like stuff that really connects. I think is missing. So I'm hoping to find something. That's where my thought is right now.
You know what's crazy, Lee? You more than anybody know that I have a process for sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to put something out there that I don't believe in.
Absolutely.
And then we step it up a little more. I don't want to put something out there that I don't use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have the Bond Company today. We have DraftKings today. And we have On It today.
Yep.
I use all three of them. And I'm very happy with all three of them. Fucking DraftKings. You know you could create a profile on DraftKings
And do what with it?
people follow you and follow your picks, and you could create a community on DraftKings.
That's I see. I'm so jealous. I can't. I can use DraftKings for like the daily fantasy, but I can't. In Massachusetts, you can't do the sports betting.
There's no
So like
sports betting yet?
only in states like Jersey where it's legal.
Right.
So that's it's. I would love to do that. I'm jealous watching your reads and getting to do that. But that's awesome that you get to follow. I mean,
I love my products. I really love my products. When I was with the surgery, and I still do, I use that CBD lion tape when I go to the gym. If half those products, you always see those products are diminishing. There's a reason. There's a reason because I'm fucking using them. You know.
I mean, and that was something that you taught me because like so people would reach out and have like competing sponsors, and you'd be like, I'm not going to do it. How am I going to go 1 week and go with company X that does the same thing, and 2 weeks later I'm doing company Y? I lose credibility. I really do think like we got in not even at the beginning, but to over 10 years ago. I think there's so much that podcasts can offer. It's funny that after all the fun, Lisa and Outer Space, everything that we did on the church, the comment that I get the most, almost the most, is my argument with Joe about audio is the future. Me high as fuck, not really being able to make sense. But 5-6 years later, he's with Spotify, and I really do honestly believe in this medium. I think it brings something that is missing right now.
I love it, but it's about to change again.
It's always changing.
Like I think it's going to change again, and that's what I like about it the most. That I think we're looking at something that's about to change again. Something's going to pop up with this pretty soon, like its own channel, a better way to do it. Like I'm loving these Zooms. Mm-hmm. I'm loving these Zooms. This would have saved us if they could make the Zoom a little better. Maybe if they could able to smell our farts. Like if I could fart in a fucking canister and you could smell it at home, it would add to it. Or if they could smell the reefer or something, but the podcast realm is going to change. It's a shame that I'm getting older. My thoughts are a little old. I had a lot of young guys. Like I had that really good age group, 21 to 32, whatever, but now I'm not smoking pot on here. I'm doing so many things I wanted to change. You know, I didn't want to come back with the same old fucking song and dance, even though it is the same old fucking song and dance. It's just, you know, you just try to be honest with people. It's the same fucking song and dance. We just try to make it a little bit more, you know, fresher is what I'm trying to. But I feel that this is about to change any fucking day now.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, when we started, it was all people talking, having fun. Now companies are doing like full on productions. They have actors. They have seasons. ESPN has them. Companies are starting to have them, and it's always changing, and that's what's so fun about it. And that's like with you, I like, yeah, I mean, there are some aspects of the joint that are similar to the church, but even though you are a very you don't you're set, not set in your ways, but you have the ways you are. You have your beliefs and you stick to them. But something that you do is you evolve. You change. When you're done with something, you're done with it. And it would be, I think it'd be disingenuous if like you jumped on there smoking joints on the podcast, and then as soon as the podcast ended, you never smoked. Like you, when you were smoking on the church, that was just you smoking all day. It was just you changed.
It was who I was. So I don't want to
Yeah.
misinterpret who I am to these people at home now, because we
No.
change. We evolve as human beings. Listen, I could have came back here and gone up to New York or Hudson County and got a state-of-the-art studio and done all this shit. And Lee, I thought about it, and I got to be honest with you. I'm not sold on all that high-level shit. I still like this to feel like pirate radio. I still want this to feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like the cops could knock on my door at any time and go, hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing this. Like, this is what I wanted it to do. I could have got a fancy studio with lights and 6 guys bringing you coffee. And, you know, that's not what a podcast is supposed to be. That's radio.
Yep.
A podcast is supposed to be something that if the sound is a little muffled, we're not worried about it.
Right.
If there's a sound of an ambulance, we're not worried about it because it's not Memorex. It's fucking live.
Right.
Before, people, is it live? No, it's Memorex. Now you and Memorex could suck my dick. It's live. People don't want Memorex no more.